Melvo lit that shit bang.
Welcome back, everybody, to Crows of Judgment. And today I wanted to talk to you about kind of something I think is pretty hypocritical. And that's calling out hypocrisy when you are in the commentary community. Because I think everyone's a massive hypocrite. I think I've been a hypocrite at times, and, I've only been doing it for about a year. And my channel only started becoming commentary like less than that amount of time. So, yeah, I think if you do commentary, you're eventually going to become a massive hypocrite. Now, here's me being a hypocrite of my hypocritical statement that if you do commentary, you should call out people for being hypocrites, because I'm about to call out people for being hypocrites. So I want to highlight this video, and this is not me shitting on Grady Hooper. I watched his video on this YouTuber called Def Noodles. I thought it was a really good video. I am a fan of production value, and he's got it. He absolutely does. And I thought he made some good points in the video. But that is coming from somebody who doesn't actually watch any of Def Noodles' content. Because Def Noodles, to me, comes across as like a really cringy Keemstar. To which Grady Hooper actually said, and I was like, yeah, he does come across as that. But one of the things that Def Noodles was pointing out was like his inability to handle criticism. And I don't know if that's true or false, right? What I do know is that when he made his video, Def Noodles took to Twitter and actually tweeted it out. Now, he didn't say anything that could be deemed as completely negative, just he came across as a snarky bitch. Or as Nicholas Diorio said, very passive-aggressively. But this led to a whole fight with Augie RFC, Closet Boy. The opening of this video says you can't take criticism, and then you proceed to tweet it out with a passive-aggressive caption to farm dislikes, which I gotta highlight. The passive-aggressiveness comment from Nicholas Diorio, followed by Augie RFC saying the same thing, is gonna come up later. Now, Def Noodle said, breaking news that will most definitely change your life. Retweeting a video critical of me to my audience is the new can't take criticism move, right? I mean, I'll be honest, I think he saw the video and decided to be a snarky bitch and, kind of clap back a little bit. But it led to this really stupid back and forth from Augie, which was, in his page's bio and pinned tweet described its intention, right? So he said, my dude, you're a walking definition of hiding behind excuses, but if you really want to chat, let's go on right now, I'll fire up the stream. He goes, his page's bio and pinned tweet described its intention. If I'm hiding anything, I'm pretty awful at hiding it. I think Def Noodles knows what he's doing. And then Augie RC goes, I'm in live right now if you want to talk. So here's him saying, come on my stream. Here's him still being a snarky bitch. And here's Augie saying again, I'm live, let's talk. Followed by Augie going, so Def Noodles demands a conversation. I go live, he bitches out. Where? Where did he demand a conversation with you, dude? I mean, I didn't see it. Maybe there was like some DMs going back and forth between these two. Maybe I just totally missed it. But I didn't see Def Noodle saying he wanted to talk to you. I saw you two pissing back and forth at each other over Twitter. And to be fair, you're the one who started it. But anyways, Def Noodles pointed at something out. I want to read through this because I agree with some of this and I disagree with a lot of it. Conclusion. There's a group of YouTubers who attempt to present themselves as the moral center of the commentary community. Absolutely true. These same folks dogpile on other YouTubers whenever they get the chance. Absolutely true. Don't get it twisted. They would never face off one-on-one. They need the group. Yes and no. They will call people out individually. It's just they do tend to attack as a group, generally because the algorithm supports them doing that. And also, I would say as far as them, how they act, this specific group, or as they like to call it, their friend group, our friend group, they don't attack each other, but they will absolutely attack people who do the same shit. So one of the things I saw them criticizing Def Noodles of was, his inability to take criticism. Well, specifically Augie, right? I remember when my good buddy Steve Alive added him in something in relation to Repsion, and the first thing Augie did was call him an anti-ower and then block him. Followed by him getting into a little altercation with another YouTuber known as Senpai's Home, smaller channel, in which his very first response was to ask the guy if he was autistic. So, I mean, as far as handling criticism, I would say that, nobody tends to handle that very well from what I've seen. I've been criticized before. Generally, I laugh at it unless it's something that pisses me off, but I guess that's how most people see it too. Um, Anyways, I agreed with some of this. I didn't agree with all of it. But I definitely do think that there is a group of people in the commentary community who do present themselves as being like the moral center. In reality, they will absolutely excuse the same behavior they criticize others of as long as it's come from someone that they know. These YouTubers bait people to respond, and when they get a response, they say the person is too sensitive for responding. It's a cheap tactic to try and invalidate someone's freedom to respond and effectively shut them up. I mean, yeah, I do think that they do that, but I don't think it's got anything to do with invalidating your freedom to respond. You're free to respond to anything, dude. Like, respond. Don't bitch out. And that goes for everybody with anything. These YouTubers try to cloak themselves in this holier than thou mantle. Oh, 100%. My friend group. I won't allow that within my community, Augie, right? Lucky Phil, he spotlighted somebody's docs, a well-known doxer who has admitted on my own stream to calling people's work.
I'm going to ask you a question. You can answer it as any way you fucking want to, okay? Did you not, after calling him a fucking pedophile in Discord, say that you were contacting his fucking employers to tell them that he was in possession of CP or other accusations of pedophilia? Yes or fucking no?
I said I would contact his workplace.
There we go.
Yeah. But then also, Augie sucks up to Keemstar, a man who, on Augie's own stream, fessed up to doxing and said, what are you going to do about it? So, I mean, let's be honest. A little hypocritical. I think that's fair. But, they definitely consider themselves to be holier than thou, and I think they're at the point where they're big enough and they're comfortable enough that they don't think that they need to take the risk. As if they're not prone to doing the exact same things other YouTubers do for clicks. Yeah, I mean, that's true. These YouTubers use shady tactics to try and... This is the thing that I hate. To disenfranchise minority creators. They make jokes that hinge on misogyny. They flirt with fascist ideas and mask it as edginess. Well, I do think a lot of them mask stuff as edginess when they're just being massive pricks. But fascist ideas, misogyny, going at disenfranchising minority creators. I mean, dude, chill. Like, chill the fuck out. The irony of it all is that you don't get, that if you fight back or respond, then they deem you sensitive. If you don't respond, then they run you over. Well, I would say that's true. I think that if you don't respond, they will absolutely crucify you. And if you do respond, they'll just criticize your response. So it's kind of like lose-lose scenario. But, you're a big boy. I think you can handle it. This group of YouTubers are right now going on stream where they will most likely read this thread in an attempt to mock me. I say do it. Keep laughing at me. Just don't try to say this isn't funny. So Augie took this as him trying to cancel Def Noodles. But one thing I did want to point out, as far as like the dogpiling, when Def Noodles put this out, Nicholas Duro called it passive-aggressive. Then Augie followed up by also calling it passive-aggressive. When he said that they're all going to make when he said that they were going to make content on him, well, Augie's made a live stream about it. Augie did another video about it right over here. Def Noodles has a breakdown on Twitter and tries to cancel me. I think that you're kind of going a bit too far with the whole he's trying to cancel me shit, but I could see where you're coming from. But then Bo Blacks jumped in with his own video about this. I think it's fair to say that, yeah, these guys do that. They do dogpile on people. Now, as far as them, like, the way that they handle criticism, they none of them handle it well. And, I don't think most people handle criticism well. But as far as the idea that they dogpile on other YouTubers and they will absolutely attack other YouTubers while also excusing that same behavior from people they know. From people who've watched the content on this channel, you know that we've been calling out Repzilla for a lot of the shit that he has done for roughly 2 years. When someone made a video criticizing Repzilla, known as the YouTuber Marcy had about 1,000 subs at the time. Maybe it was like 2 or 3. but very small channel. Repzilla's response wasn't to go to YouTube or wasn't to go to Twitter, post the video and say, you know, some snarky, bitchy little comment. He went to his community and he accused the man of stalking and doxing him. When I pointed out that the dude had a guy in his Discord server known for sending pornographic images to minors with screenshots of him doing that shit to minors in Discord. Rapzilla, well, he did ban the guy from his server, decided to block me on Twitter because that is how you handle somebody giving you some really good advice. Look, I do think that there is a lot of issues with people in the commentary community where they will absolutely not call out bad behavior as long as it's within the friend zone, the friend group, the friend circle. But they will go ahead and criticize and crucify anyone not considered a part of it, like Def Noodles is. Now, to be frank with you, when Def Noodles put out this long thread and he did the whole, you know, they're misogynist, they're fascist, whatever, yeah, I looked at it and I said, dude, don't be a bitch. But at the same time, I think he made some good points, and I think that, you know, you can either address what he is saying and take it seriously, so that other people don't consider everything he's saying as being truthful, or you can ignore it, and then people might sit there and say, well, what about all the other stuff he's saying about you guys? I don't know. That's my take on it. I think Augie's a little bit of a bitch, but, you know, he's young, he's immature. I think that kind of comes with the territory. Also, dude, maybe get out of the damn closet.
Nova, let that shit bang.